Okay, so midterms, okay, are mailed next week. So what does that mean for you? Is that if you owe work, I need to get it by Monday. That will give me enough time to get it in the grade book, so then your midterms that go home, okay, are up to date, and they're like your current grade. If you give me work after Monday, yeah, I will get it in, but it will not reflect in your midterm. So if you want your midterm to reflect your most current grade, I need your work by Monday. Questions about that? Today, I would like you to first start off, talk to your partner about what these equal and what is the equivalent number sentence that goes with that. Okay? Go. Talk to your partner. Carl, go with Scarlett. All right, so let's look back up here. So I have these expressions, and your job was to write the equivalent number sentence for each of the sentences below of these. And you could have used the chart in the back, very handy. Over here, my value that it equals negative 10. I am adding a negative, so my equivalent number sentence, what is the same as adding a negative? Subtracting a positive. Okay? So these number sentences are equivalent. Over here, I'm subtracting a negative 8, and I know that when I subtract a negative, it's like adding a positive. So this equals 11. So just like you said, subtracting a negative is like adding a positive. So over here, the equivalent number sentence is addition, and it's adding 8, which equals 11. Then the last one, I'm subtracting a negative. Subtracting a negative is like adding. I'm subtracting a positive, is like adding a negative. Okay. So those were the 3 number sentences. On your sheet, you should have these 3 and those 3. You should have 6 number sentences. Any questions about this? So go ahead and turn to page 47. Problem 48. Yep, turn to page 47.
Problem 48. Easy mode.
Talk to your partner about how you would do 48 and talk to them about the direction that you would move on the number line for each step of the process.
Okay. What do you mean by compute?
That means solve.
Solve?
Yep.
Okay. Page 47, number 48. 3 plus 3. 7. 3 goes left. 3. Okay. And then you move left first. It was like, I didn't hear it. 48. Yeah. Oh, I'll do E under there. Okay. For E, so I subtract 48 from
Okay, let's come back over here. So, let's go and talk about G. So, I want to show you something that, because we were all over the board here. Okay, we were not very consistent on G at all, or H. So, if I start at negative 97, I'm just going to make just a portion of a number line. And I'm not even going to put any values in. I want you to watch what I do here. And I'm adding a negative 35. So if I add a negative 35, I know when I add negatives, I go left. So I'm just going to do this. Now I'm going to do this. So that's 35. So if I go, that's 100 and negative 107. I go 10 more. That's 100, negative 117. I go 10 more. That's negative 127. Okay. So I just went 10, 20, 30, but I have to go how far? 35. So now I'm going to go 5 spaces, and that's going to be negative 132. So now watch what I do. I got negative 97 plus negative 35. That equals negative 132. You notice I did here? I'm taking it one step at a time. Now, I still have to do this. So now I come down here. I go negative 10. I'm sorry, minus 10. I know when I subtract a positive, it's like adding a negative. So I'm going to go keep going left. So I'm just going to go another jump, 10 more. It says plus 10. That's going to equal negative 140. That's my answer. So this is what I want you to understand, is that sometimes doing a number line sketch like this can be really helpful. Okay? It can help you start in the right direction and you won't get as confused about like, wait, am I supposed to go right or left? Because you're thinking, I'm adding a negative, I go left. And so you go left. So that's my answer. So now I want you to look at this. Because this is the whole reason why I assigned this as homework. Here I have a negative, right? Negative. Any difference in value? Nope. Here I'm adding a negative 35. What is adding a negative 35 like? Subtracting a 35. Check it out. Subtracting 35. What is subtracting a positive 10 like? Adding a negative 10. Check it out. Adding a negative 10. So you tell me, what do you think the value of H is?
Same.
Negative 142. You see that? And that was across the board. If you look up here in A, adding a negative, subtracting a positive. Adding a negative, subtracting a positive. So was there any difference in value here? Nope. Any difference in value here? Nope. Here, they all had the same. They shared values to each other because they're equivalent number sentences. Does that make sense? All right. Go ahead and read I, please. Read I. 48I. Okay, so I says, what can you conclude about the relationship between subtracting a positive number and adding a negative number with the same absolute value. How would I start answering that question? How would I start answering it? I would restate the question. So Radonna, go for it. What would I write?
I can conclude
I can conclude
that when
that the relation, I'm just literally copying it, that the relationship between subtracting a positive number and adding a negative number with the same absolute value is what? Is the same. Do I want to call it a situation? I could. Is the same process?
Sure.
Okay. I'm not done. So this is where we as a school, we looked at all of our data. We as a school don't answer these problems very well because sometimes we restate the question. Most of the time we don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes we answer it a little. Most of the time we don't answer it thorough. This is right now, I restated the question. I've kind of told you that it's the same process. And I think that's like 2 points. Out of 4. Yeah. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain the process. So I move left when, I move left on the number line when I subtract a positive and when I add a negative. Okay. There. So I want you to look over here. So what am I missing here?
Your conclusion or ending it.
How do I end a mathematical explanation? Yeah.
I was going to say that you're missing like a chart or...
Yes. Okay. Talk to your partner. What could you put that would show the answer to this? Go.
An example.
Okay. So a number line, right? I could show you adding a positive number. Sorry, adding a negative number and subtracting a positive number on a number line. 4 out of 4, baby. Okay? So on your homework, just try to be more thorough with those open responses. I don't give them to you very often. But what I'm looking for is for you to practice, to get better at them. Everyone grab a piece of paper. Okay? I would like you to write down the title for today. So at the top of your paper, you should have 2.4 positive and negative fact families. I did not do a good job last hour. I did a good job third hour, and then last hour, I don't know, I must have missed something because it was not clicking here. Third hour was jamming. But I'm going to do a good job this hour because I think I know what I confused kids on. Okay, so 2.4 positive and negative fact families. That's your title. Draw a line across and copy down fact family connection. Plus, all the volleyball girls are going to like this if they watch the video. Because it's going to help them. Kids who aren't watching the video, the test is going to be tough.
When do we have the test?
Tuesday.
Yay! No point in having a test.
Yeah, it will be tough if they don't watch the videos.
You already know we're good. You don't need to test us.
Yeah, Cody, I wish. You know what? That's more about me. Because you guys hear me often say, like, I didn't do a good job of teaching that. I can tell what I do a good job at because then you guys do a good job. If I don't do a great job, usually it's like if a couple kids are confused, that might not be me, that could be them. But if the class is confused, that's pretty much the teacher. So, all right. This is my suggestion to you. So fact families. Earlier you talked about what a fact family is. This goes back to our I can statement for today. Is that you can make a fact family out of positive and negative numbers. That's our goal. That I can create a fact family. So I'm going to bring something back that you guys have used in the past. And it's the fact triangle. This fact triangle is super helpful. So on the fact triangle, the top part of this, and you want to make this, you put a dot. That dot represents the sum of the bottom two numbers. So if these are my numbers, I have -8 at the bottom and 5. And then my sum is -3. And I want you to draw an arrow and put sum. So here's how a fact triangle works. I know that these values, okay, fact family, and I want you to write this down, fact family values do not change. The values do not change. If I have a -3 up here, in every number sentence, I'm going to find a -3. If I have a 5, I'm going to find a 5, not a -5. If I have a -8, I'm going to find a -8. So these two number sentences, okay, are addition. You can see that. I have -8 plus 5 equals -3. And again, this is my sum, just like it is here, sum. I get these two number sentences by covering up the sum and adding the bottom two. So 8 plus 5, and then 5 plus -8. We call that the commutative property, right? That tells me I can switch these values, and it's going to equal the same thing. Okay? That works with just addition. It does not work with subtraction. So that's how I cover up the top and I add those two, switch them, switcheroo, buckaroo, switch. Okay? And then I get my other one. Subtraction number sentences. So here, the sum of the addition problem becomes the value I subtract from. So here's my sum. Look at this. I'm subtracting a number from this value, and look where my sum is. It's in the front because it's getting subtracted from. So here, -3 minus -8 equals 5. And I'm going to circle this -3 because that was the sum of my addition. It also could look, and then the other number sentence would, oh, goodness gracious. Okay. The other number sentence would be -3. So watch what I'm going to do. This one, I cover up a corner for the subtraction, and I say -3 minus -8, that equals 5. That's what I got. Now I go to the other corner for subtraction, and now it's -3 minus 5. And what does that equal? -8. So, couple key things. Once you get an addition number sentence, you know that your sum is first to go write the subtraction number sentences. And that the sum becomes the value I subtract from. Because I also could write these like this. I could take them and I could write it like this. Oh, goodness. Is it still up there? Yes. I could write them 5 equals -3 minus -8. These are the same. They're just slightly moved around. And then over here, I could go -8 equals -3 minus 5. Those are the same. They're still subtraction number sentences. It's just that the sum is here, but I'm still subtracting from it. Because in the book, you're going to see some like this, and you're going to see some subtraction sentences like this. They're going to actually put the difference, they'll put the difference first instead of last. But they are the same. Okay. Questions about the fact families? Okay, I'm going to have you practice. So,
two addition problems, and you're going to try and practice.
Go for it.
Go for what?
Finish these.
Wait, do you want to use that fact
I would take my addition number sentence and fill in my fact triangle.
We can't really see.
Well, you know what it is. It's a 4. It's not a 7.
I can't see it, so I can't do it.
Oh, we have to do it.
I would. I'm telling you, don't skip it. It's so easy. It takes 5 seconds to make. So here I had this. So now, to get my addition number sentences, I cover up the sum. I get 7 plus -3 equals 4. And now I do the commutative property, which tells me I can use these. Negative 3 plus 7 equals 4. Then, to get my subtraction number sentences, I take my sum. That becomes what I subtract from. So I go 4 minus 7 equals negative 3. And then again, my sum is first. 4 minus negative 3 equals 7. Okay, couple key things. Did any of my values change? No. Values do not change in fact triangles. Today, your job for today.
Do something. Let's sleep. Yeah, how about that? Our job's to sleep today.
You are on page 43, 2.4, and we are doing all of them. They do not take very long. Okay? Oh.
We're doing all of everything?
Yeah. Okay, guys. Chris, I don't need any more comments right now. Thank you. I'm going to take attendance, and then I'll be up. Help you guys.
You choose values. Decide. Wait, what? We choose values and then change the values for each one of these.
Hey, Kim. Hey, just FYI, the volleyball girls got marked as being sick. Yeah, so just FYI, I think you guys might want to fix that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Bye. So all you guys need, guys, listen up for A, 1, 2, 3, 4. So A1. A1 says both A and B must be positive. So A must be positive, B must be positive. So let's say I do 3 and 2. So what's C?
6 and 5.
C is 5. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this just because it's easier.
No.
5 is my sum. So what would be the addition number sentence I need to write? 2 plus, because I cover up my sum, 2 plus 3 equals 5. What's the other addition number sentence? 3 plus 2 equals 5, right? Commutative property. Now, how do I write my subtraction number sentences? Cody?
You put negative, or wait. Yeah, you put 2 point, wait. So you cover up the 2, and then you do 5 minus 3 equals 2, and then you cover up the 3, and then you do 5 minus 2 equals 3.
then I cover up that one.
Yeah.
I'm done A1. Now I go to A2 where it asks me to make A and B must be negative, which is going to change, then I have to figure out what C is, and I do the same thing. Does that make sense, Press? That makes sense, Carl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give you guys enough direction? Yeah, so good. Did you run out of lead?
Yeah. Oh, I have an extra.
Thank you, Don.
It works.
So, it's very challenging too.
But you know what? They're not really looking for you to check. They want you to understand how to make it.
So I understand.
Good.
So now we have to do the first one is
Nice work, guys. When you get to D2 and E2, answer them third, okay?
Ooh.
So ready? You need to also make
So then you have to just use the
four number sentences, right? Yeah, remember what I did? I drew the triangle. And what I do? 2 addition, 2 subtraction. You ever seen that, Scarlett?
I put it there.
Ready? So you did this.
Right. Okay, so now, yeah. So you got 3 plus 2 with the other addition number sentence. And then write the 2 subtraction. Nice. Good work. Good work. Making sense?
Wait, what? 3 plus. How does this go?
Hey, Brenda.
2.
We'll do. Okay. Bye. Oh, Donna, you need to leave. Did you know that was going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you see that's all? Now we're gonna you have to follow the exact steps.
Kelly?
Yeah.
I'm just going to step out, grab a drink of water, and get a little bit more coffee.
Get up.
I'll be right back.
He's leaving us
Good
forever.
minutes.
Leaving us forever.
Okay. No, I want this guy now. Oh, okay, now we're making sense. This means that's good makeup. I just wish I could be like
Oh.
Did you grab your drink of water? That's
what I keep
So it's gonna be your husband. Eyes further. Right, so negative. He wanted 3 minus plus negative. So by the difference between them. 2. Okay, so we have to figure it out. So what is 2 plus negative 1? Huh? Probably no in the end. Which one bites further? Right? So you know it's going to be really easy. You like read my mind? Did you train your team? No. What, any positive? Find nothing? Yes. And use the sign of the number. So what's the difference? Positive or negative? Huh?
Hold up.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
You hold it or up. No, not A. What's your number for A? What's your number for B? What's your number for C? Okay, first one. You're adding, right? So you're adding this, so what is the way to get it right? So do it. That word is. So we would just. Good talk.
Just one of the comes to the others.
Thanks for the help. Appreciate it. You're just like the best person.
So Nate, which one has the bigger absolute? Right. So it's gonna be with the sign. And the difference between them, you use the sign. Further from zero. Yay, and now flip them and write the same problem. Oh yeah. Okay, so you did that addition, now you have 2 subtractions, 2. Negative 2. Minus, no, okay, negative, that's fine, you're doing this one first. Negative 2 becomes negative 4.
you jump in?
I just wanted you to look over my sentence.
So do ABC and do your values for ABC for 4. Okay, say what?
Well, that's what
Negative
you
1 minus negative. Okay, negative 1 minus negative 4.
think more about like,
Subtracting negative.
is it
adding
easier
positive. So what did you say?
to add or subtract?
Additive. Okay. So.
Because that's where related sentences can help. Like if
So
it's,
A is, so you have to write A.
it's easier to add,
It has to
then
be what here?
that does make sense. Go with E, because E's similar. But instead of subtraction number sentences there.
Negative 4 minus what?
So which one's easier to solve?
So it's like adding positive equals. No. Negative 4 minus negative 1 and
No, you know, it's subtraction,
3.
right?
It's negative 3.
So you tell me,
But this one's
if I look at
positive
this,
3, so you have some fact family wrong.
do I know the sum?
Let me see.
What?
What's your what?
What's the sum?
Oh, yes, I missed that. Okay, so negative 6.
Because
You have something wrong
this
there.
and that.
Okay.
That was
this is
good.
what? Positive, so.
I thought, you got this.
Okay, so what is negative 6?
It has to be negative, because negative plus negative makes it bigger.
And then they back on the number for
Well, that depends which one's bigger.
Hold the phone.
If, right?
So if it's a bigger negative, it'd be.
It's going to be negative, right? In absolute value terms, right? So like my related sentences make it easier to find the value of n because, does it? It says do your related sentences. You're saying they do make it easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to find the value of n because I guess so. Why would or why would it not? Do E and then go back and you tell me. How you doing? Hey Ben, turn around. Hey guys, I'm going to ask you to put that stuff away. Put it in, it is Article 12, okay? In your learning. Okay, it goes in your learning. Connecting positive and negative. We will. Oh yeah.
No.
Yes, you will.
No, we won't.
And I would say probably sooner than later, seeming that midterms are coming right up. And that is a...
Midterms are my favorite.
Okay. Homework right here. 50, 52, 53, and 55 on page 48. If you're feeling good about the fact families and equivalent number sentences, this is not going to take very long. I would say could be around about 8-10 minutes. If you're not as secure, maybe about 15. So going back to I can list fact families for positive and negative numbers. So because that was our I can statement, your ticket out. Write 4 number sentences. 2 addition, 2 subtraction that go with the following numbers. -4, -1, -5. batting 1,000 right now. He's got his thinking. Oh, he's got the sum first.
So it's gonna be the lowest number that's always seen
No.
on my end.
Mm-mm. That's if you're adding two negatives, right? It would be.
Yeah.
But think about if it's a positive and negative, how it can be a little confusing about figuring out which ones are sum.
So this one would have to be one.
Okay, your ticket, once you're done, share it with your table partner. That was better. That was better today. That was better than last time.
I didn't see that first.
I missed something. I don't know. I didn't do something right. Said something wrong. Because they were like,
We're looking at numbers right now.
So you're taking right?
yeah,
Right?
yeah, baby. All right. Love it. Once you share, if you shared, you're good. Hasta la vista, baby.
Thank you.
That should be in your exit ticket, my man.
You got it.